we are here in the Bahamas.
We are going to make it right.
If you became a millionaire, would you keep working? You know?
The commander is here.
What's going on right now is California's trying to figure out.
Don't eat.
Something got popped in the butt.
Yeah.
Oh, I can.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. We have some great stories. Is Ron DeSantis going to save crypto? I don't know. Will it be Texas? Will it be Florida? They're trying to ban some CBDCs. We have a huge Ripple movement as far as the price. We got a little news with that. We're going to talk some charts. We got Frankie Candles coming up next. And we have some tools for your crypto tool belt you're not going to want to miss. And we're going to rate this niche. We might talk about ZK rollups. Just a quick breakdown just to let you know. What is it? Is it a flash in the pan? Is it something you should maybe pay attention to? What is the plan? Is it your plan B? Nick, what's your plan B?
My plan B
Mhm.
for like life.
Yeah, I don't know, just general, what's your plan B? It could mean anything. It could mean, Prepper Crypto was right. It's over. Balaji was right. It could mean, we're not going to have an all-time high for 2 years. What's your plan in this tumultuous time?
I mean, financially, it's just to stack, and stack lead and stack crypto, and really, above all, it's reduce my expenses so I can
Okay.
have more capital.
Okay, living beneath your means will give you a freedom that most people can only fathom. If you make $100, try to make it your mission to not spend 105. Try to make it your mission to spend 95 and start slowly stacking up. But you know what my plan is? It is to stack up the likes. We need some likes. So people, please help us
Yes.
out, get the likes. We got the Vumio purple. I don't know how we're feeling. We're kind of in the flux right now. Are we feeling red? Are we feeling green? I don't know. Wait a minute. Can we play some Sandstorm while we're at it? Shout out to Sandstorm. We do like Sandstorm. Speaking of YouTube and some of these other sister channels, if you go to BitBoy Crypto, make sure you are subscribed. Wait a minute. Are we signed in? No, okay, we're not signed in. I was like, wait a minute, is ATB literally not subscribed? Okay, we're not signed in, so we can't do it right now. But if you go to channels, you'll see friends of the channel. We love Crypto Blood. I just did a Crypto Blood interview. Well, it went back weeks ago, but it was so spicy, he had to slice it up. The spice required a slice. And if you watch it, you're going to say nice. Maybe you'll watch it twice. So I
Ooh.
highly recommend if you do want to check that out, you go to Twitter. It is one of the most recent things that I have tweeted about. Let's see, we're checking likes. We're gonna get into that as well. You go into tweets. There's the little walkthrough guide. Here's a little breathe. Hey, that's right. I'm going to be speaking at the
Hey.
Breathe convention there. Hey, look at that. I got a little headshot there. All right, let's see. Keep going. All right, boom. Here we go. I put it all on the line to go work with BitBoy Crypto and Hit Network. This is part 4. If you want to check it out, go show it some love. We do love some Crypto Blood. Do you like Crypto Blood?
Yeah, I was on his show.
Okay, how did that go?
It was great. I was on with Lifer.
Ooh,
Yeah.
all right, okay. And Lifer, maybe we mean Crypto Lifer, or was this like a convict? Because he is from Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to Lifer, it's both. But
Okay.
yeah, it was a great show. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know what? Lifer does have bars. He's just not behind them, but he
No.
does spit them out. All right, you go to Hit Merch. We got
Not
some
yet.
great merch. I was wearing the hoodie. I meant to wear the hoodie. You know what happened? Kat stole it. Kat stole the hoodie. She liked it so much. I think it was the pink and the purple on there.
Yeah.
It was this one right here. It has a really, really awesome back. You see it. That isn't me. I know it almost looks like me. It's not quite me. He has a much, much fuller beard and probably just broader shoulders, generally speaking here. But we also have another thing we just launched. It is our newsletter. Now, Nick, can you
Yeah.
give us any insight? You know more about this than most people here for sure.
I do. Yeah. Basically, Crucial Crypto is
It's crucial. You'll need it.
Yeah. So we basically pulled all of our researchers and put their efforts into a newsletter that brings you like deep alpha. It's for altcoin picks.
The
It's
low cap gems that I'm scared to say on this stream,
Yes.
I will say in this newsletter. They came to me yesterday.
Yes.
They asked me for a really low cap gem. I shared it. I gave my reasoning. I know Taco gave one. He had a really nice low cap gem. It's $30 a month. First month's going to be free if you want to sign up. If you have a Pluto Alliance V1, very important that it's V1. It's free. You just got to go. There's a staking page. You can check it out. Pluto Alliance V1 holders, click here to join the Discord and receive the newsletter for free. So you got to be signed up to Discord to get into that. Do we do the little CT minute?
Yeah, bro.
Woo-hoo.
Let's do it.
All right. One, I do want to just reiterate the Breathe Convention. I love Vegas, May 3rd, 4th, 5th. You're going to want to check it out. I was just submitting what we're going to talk about. I'm talking about probably with Justin Williams, possibly with Taco, what NFT marketplaces are doing wrong. And so I'm going to go up there. I'm going to throw salt. I'm going to throw shade. It's going to be a spicy talk. It's going to be like a Jack Mollard. I might be brought to tears, folks. So you're not going to want to miss that. If you're in Vegas, show up. We're going to give a free ticket to a JPEG junkie, and any of the junkies, even the Pluto Alliance, or just BitSquad members in general. If you're in Vegas, you're around that area, same time, hey, let's maybe link up. Maybe we'll act like a junkie in front of the Bellagio fountain. That might be cool. All right, we go to likes. I do want to share a couple things here. Insane work. Just the apes. People loving the apes. This is a message for the team, and the message for the BitSquad at home, and message for the ADA gang. I know Cardano community, whatever you want to call yourselves. This is real important. This is from wab.eth. There's something that guy knows. It is how to make content. People should be clipping this video and reposting it all over TikTok. This sort of content will spread like wildfire and help wake up the masses as to how broken the system is. And of course, he is talking about markets and contagion. This is Charles Hoskin. He speaks for 17 minutes. Yeah, right under 18 minutes. And he even breaks down some ways how to do it. If you look at Wab's tweet, if I'm gonna click it real quick, if this back button wants to work for me here. All right, we go down here, we click here, show the thread. He breaks down, I'm not even kidding, make the top half a screen. This video, the bottom half, Subway Surfers clip, some bold subtitles, aggressively enter the screen, and then add a little background music. Boom. I think this is huge. I see different ads when I'm on this. I've never seen this. All right, that's Babylon B there. Gotta love Babylon B. I think that's great. What do you think about that? I mean, I know when the bull market comes, you're going to see Michael Saylor clips. You're going to see old Elon clip. You'll see Vitalik clips. You'll see Charles clips. But now is the time for people to be spreading these clips. And I don't think he'll go as viral as Top G, but he is the Top C. What do you think about that? We should be doing that in-house, I feel. 17 minutes of fire from Charles Hoskinson.
I know. And actually, can you zoom in a little bit just for the viewers at home?
Yeah. Mouse things, gotta love it. All right, yeah. So people check that out. Also, I know I mentioned if you check my likes, you'll see some other things. Here's another one. ARB airdrop is going to make life-changing money for many, but you might find it difficult to search. So here's a list of 11 that can be lucrative. So if you go into my likes, you can see all types of just gems there.
So those are airdrops on Arbitrum, not the Arbitrum airdrop.
Yes. So it's going to be protocols within that L2 ecosystem. And so, yeah, here, boom, you just go, hey, do you like free money? I like free money. And so if you want to go check that out, get some free money. DZ is the top D. If I had my sunglasses, I might even finish the episode that style. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a run for it when Frankie's up here. So you want to stick around for that. DZ needs to learn to click his mouse. Guys, I have a broken hand. You got to work with me. All right. Speaking of broken hand, we got done watching all the Star Wars. And then me and Kat, we watched the movie that was in the middle of the culture wars, Nick.
What?
I'm talking about Buzz Lightyear.
The new one?
The new one. The new one. It wasn't in your, I guess it was in your face with it exists, but it wasn't in your face with sexually explicit nature. It was just oh, he has someone that, has a same-sex partner. He has a buddy who has a same-sex partner and they have a child. But yeah, it was that was it. That was the big thing. Everyone was canceling Disney for.
I heard it just wasn't a good movie.
Oh, the movie itself, it was okay. I wouldn't put it up there with the Toy Story, but Chris Evans, solid actor. I kind of like the storyline, and let us know. Let us know what you thought. It's no Toy Story though. All right, you ready for the top story here? Or should we move? What are we doing here? The ban of CBDCs.
There we go.
This is what I was saying. Is Governor Ron DeSantis going to save us? And correction on yesterday, I said he was a Navy SEAL. He was, then someone typed in he was JAG for Navy SEAL. No, he was a Navy SEAL legal counsel. And so I don't know what that might mean. Is my understanding is probably has a higher intelligence rating, or, he can see more classified documents. And then, we can land in Osama bin Laden's backyard with this helicopter. That's okay, even though it's in Pakistani airspace. I think he's that guy. He's not on the helicopter, but he's the one looking at the flight log and making it legal. So there is a little correction. He was a Navy SEAL, but he wore a suit, so not quite the level of a G.I. Jane, but he's the guy that, that gives G.I. Jane the paycheck. I like to say, I'm just kind of kidding there. All right, CBDC ban proposed by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in the new bill. He was saying this would protect residents from national or global central bank digital currencies. He's called upon like-minded governors to combat surveillance and control from the feds and adopt similar legislation under its commercial codes. If passed, the law would also protect the residents from a global digital currency issued by a foreign central bank. He emphasized that Florida will not support the erosion of financial freedom. And the U.S. Federal Reserve recently announced that its FedNow payment system would launch in July 23. So it seems to be in direct response to the U.S. Fed saying a broader rollout's happening in July. Wrong pipe. Fed Vice Chair Lael Brainerd said in May last year that FedNow performs almost the same function as a CBDC. However, a CBDC would be legal tender rather than a real-time payment system. I think this is going to be a narrative. You're not going to see this narrative probably for a few months, maybe closer to July. They're going to say, guys, I know it walks like a duck. I know it quacks like a duck. I know it's sitting on the water and it's eating breadcrumbs, but guys, it's not a CBDC. And I think we're going to see that narrative being pushed. And so as these states come out with these laws banning CBDCs, someone's going to do a little legal mumbo jumbo and said, 99 out of 100 things is a CBDC. But you see that one thing, that means technically it's not. Now force this down your throat and you like this tweet, now you're banned, So I think it's going to be a slippery road. It's going to be similar to what you see with cybersecurity. A little battle, as they change language here, then they'll move it and then they'll do a new amendment to the legislation, then they'll change something. It's going to be a battle that goes on and on. Where are you landing on banning a CBDC, a state banning a CBDC? Can that stop the federal government from forcing a CBDC? What are your thoughts? I mean, these are populated states.
Yeah, I actually saw a couple tweets and a couple threads. This is mostly just positioning. There's not a whole lot Ron can do to stop, because yes, states have a lot of rights and states can make laws that affect their citizens, but
like pot.
What?
Like with marijuana.
Well, that's actually more of a gray area, because they can have combative laws that goes against Schedule 1.
Yeah,
right?
You're right. It's reversing.
Yeah.
We're making it legal. They're making reversing who's saying it's illegal and who's saying it's not. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So states can control things like their elections. What they cannot control is who makes the money. So states cannot print their own money, right? So this can be a thing where the most Ron could do is say, hey, Florida isn't going to use any CBDCs in their state systems, right?
Yeah.
And that may work for a little bit until it all goes to a CBDC, and then Florida isn't able to pay back their federal loans in CBDCs, right?
Here's how you know it's going to be probably him running. He lost all that weight. I think that meatball nickname, he really didn't like the meatball nickname. And so I think that's maybe what we're seeing there. So, all right, but back to the story here. Unlike DeSantis, politicians in about 20 states, including New Hampshire, North Dakota, Texas, California, support pro-CBDC laws. I think this is, an outlier in Texas. Probably generally the politicians there are against it. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem recently opposed House Bill 1193, which advocates the creation of a federal CBDC. Modifications to the bill do not establish a CBDC nor ask for one in the future. Rather, the changes make it easier for state residents to use programmable government-sanctioned CBDC for specific commercial activities without violating the commercial code. In addition, the bill prevents private cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum from being recognized as electronic money. All right, now on to Texas. Texas state takes a stand for Bitcoin rights with introduction of a new bill. The state has also been a hub for several mining companies. Texas is promoting, advancing, and providing a platform for Bitcoin and considers it to be a cutting-edge innovation. Texas also released a report laying out a proposal to allow Bitcoin as an authorized investment for the state, and I think they have a pretty healthy state coffer. According to the latest details, they've introduced a new bill to protect the rights of holders, miners, and developers. The bill talks about how Bitcoin has introduced several technological breakthroughs, including blockchain and distributed ledger, to huge advances in humanity. According to the latest details, they now support individuals who code or develop on the Bitcoin network in accordance to Section 8, Article 1 of the Texas Constitution. The new bill also states that no citizen will ever be deprived of their right to own Bitcoin and speaks about their protection. Also reaffirm the safety of owning and dealing with Bitcoin in the state. Love it, love seeing that. Hey, I do want to give a shout out though. Speaking of Texas and Florida, they got pretty low taxes, but maybe you live in California, maybe you live in Connecticut, maybe you live in one of these other states, and you're going to have these tax people breathing down your throat. So we do have crypto taxes done in minutes. You can give it to your guy or your girl, whoever. You bring it to the person that's holding the Statue of Liberty, little flame, and they wearing the costume. Bring it to them. They'll make. Even they will be able to do your taxes.
What about the guy who's wearing the dollar suit? The suit that's like all dollars. Would you give that? Would you have them do your taxes?
Even he would be able to do it. In fact, his 8-year-old child, who's only playing Fortnite and doesn't even go to school, they would be able to do the taxes with this. So crypto taxes done in minutes. Portfolio tracking. You don't even got to do taxes though. If you just want to, hey, track your coins, track your alts, track your Bitcoin, see how things are going. If you're up, if you're down, if you should wake up on the right side of the bed or, throw that coffee cup against the wall because you're down 1%, this software is for you. I think you can win $300 as a BitSquad member. So if you click the link in the description. So if you're going to do it, hey, maybe you win a little money. All right, time for a little market cap watch here, though. All right, let's get into it. What do we got? Scrolling over. Oh, wait a minute. We had to go up a little. All right, market cap yesterday was 1.175. Today, 1.174. Not a huge change there. Volume down slightly. It was 75 billion. Now it's 65 billion. Not much of a, drawdown there, maybe 12%. The dominance, Bitcoin. Look at that, though. 46.3, getting ever closer and closer to that level of 50. ETH also ticking up, getting closer to 20, 18.8. Gas is up slightly from where we were yesterday at 19. Now we're coming in at 24 Gwei. Look at Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and refresh, make sure we have the freshest data. And I need the freshest data on our like buttons. Where are we at on the likes? Are we above 250?
Oh, yeah. We're at 735 likes, almost 4,000 concurrent viewers.
Almost 4,000 already. All right, you know what it is? We're up a little. So people are feeling good. They're feeling good about hitting that like button, but not everyone has hit it. So please, let's get past 1,000, maybe even 2,000. I heard Top D might make an appearance if we can hit 1,800.
Oh, right, baby.
Hey, now. Bitcoin up, just barely 1/3 of 1%. Ethereum up slightly a bit more, 2.37%. We have BNB down slightly, nothing too crazy, but XRP seems to be the story of the day. I'm going to ask Frank to specifically talk about that, so stick around. We'll ask Frank about XRP. He loves XRP. Cardano up a little bit. All right, so Cardano was a little bit of a laggard as Bitcoin was pumping. Now it's gaining a little bit. It's gaining some of those Satoshis. Polygon up slightly, but, still down significantly down a bit for the week. Solana up a bit for the week, but let's look at those top gainers. Let's look at those top losers. What do we have? We have XDC.
Why?
Not XQC, the smelly streamer from Canada. No, XDC up 15%. XRP up 12.5%. And Magic. We had talked about Magic. Now it is up 10%. Hey, hopefully you copy traded us, or I didn't jump in. And that's what happens. You don't buy it, it goes up double digits. Lido DAO up, XLM, probably just kind of copying off XRP's little move to the upside. Sometimes you'll see them move in tandem slightly.
Easy, you know why XE is pumping? They're having a big meetup. Having a big
XRP?
XDC.
Oh, XDC.
Is having a big conference.
Okay. So, maybe Kings of Leon jumped on stage and said, our new album. I don't know what's going on there. Immutable X, they had an insane day. And the day before yesterday, huge pumps, down 10%, but still up on the week. So hopefully some people pulled some profit. Me, I did not. My IMX was free, sold half immediately, probably sell the half at the next cycle top, or at least try to time that. Mask Network down slightly, Nexo, Synthetics, Chronos, and BitTorrent. Then we, started getting in below 5% there. eGold also
Look at Render
down.
Token, less than $1.50. That's a grab.
Yeah. Now, you know what? Just we don't do this often. I want to look at the top gainers for the weeks. Yeah. So we have Mask, XDC, Conflux.
Again, Conflux.
Stacks, Magic, Singularity. It's just something about the Singularity. It's like, I don't know. People just can't keep quit putting money into that coin. I don't know why. It's like, all right, guys, it just did an 8x, definitely going down. Oh, wait, no, it did another 2x. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. So something about DZ, take a breathe convention. All right, I will. Listen, could you go down a little bit? I saw some on ITP, XDC. All right. XRP be back. When will XRP be back in Coinbase? They will not make a move until the SEC makes a ruling. That's my guess. Someone talk about Velo. I know Vela. I don't know much about Velo. Vela is a Arbitrum L2. I tried to grind to get an airdrop. Didn't work. Maybe I'll get the Vela exchange airdrop though. Markets are flipped so long. All right, go over Hex. Hex has had a pretty good move. You know, I think it just
Are we really
hit.
Gonna do this? Are we really gonna do this?
It just hit 10 cents. I just want to see what the low was. Was it a penny? Was it 2 pennies? I don't think it was a nickel. Let's see. If we go year,
we need a carrot. Like, look, we need to get to 1,000 likes before we look at this Hex chart. Okay, we're at 1,000 likes.
Okay, all right. So it wasn't 1.0 cents. You know, but it did come in under 2 cents. And now looking pretty good. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people tweeting about it. So I want to check out the price there. All right, we ready to get into some headlines here, man?
We can do it.
We can do it. You know, you can also do at home. You can hit that like button. Where are we at? We're past 1,000. Are we past 1,200?
No, 1,062. But we need more people to subscribe.
Okay,
for sure.
Okay. Do you have any hot takes for us?
Like about crypto or just in general? Because we can get demonetized in 30 seconds.
Anything. Just give me any hot take here.
Just any old hot take. Let's see here.
I need a water break here.
You know, water break.
I was gonna do a spit take, but now the moment's gone. All right, we're gonna move on here. I was just hoping to, like, you know, pineapple goes on pizza, but all right.
Whoa, hang on.
Hex isn't a. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what your hot.
Hex might as well be an ISO coin.
All right, let's do some headlines here. All right, Fed rates, projections, stability concerns, a mess to be sorted. Here he is seemingly, okay, he is looking up at a bird's nest right before it falls and the little babies die.
Yes.
All right. The U.S. Fed begins a 2-day meeting on Tuesday with some top central bank watchers saying it could well pause further rate hikes, given recent trouble among banks, or even delay releasing new economic projections because the outlook is so clouded. It's like a dirty bong that needs to be replaced. As much as at any point since March 2020 onset of the COVID pandemic, the full dimensions of the outcome seem in doubt as officials try to balance the need to keep pressure on the economy to lower inflation, strike the right note of caution about financial stability, and avoid any missteps that can make investors think things are worse or better than they are. This person says it best. This is all a bit of a mess. After high-profile U.S. bank failures beginning on the 10th, in the emergency rescue of Credit Suisse over the weekend, markets appeared calmer on Monday with some sense that actions taken by the Feds and other central banks, namely probably the Swedish central bank, would keep the financial system stable. Investors in securities tied to the federal funds rate still put it roughly 70% probability we're approving a 0.25 basis rate increase, which would push us between 4.75 and 5 there. So they're still saying we're going up a quarter basis.
Yeah.
I think we need a 0, man. I think we need a 0.
I got some alpha the other night. If everyone, and you should watch this channel too, the channel called EPB Research. And they are fantastic. So EPB Research, go on YouTube, watch their videos. They're basically describe in detail how the Fed is looking. They're making all of these rate changes based on lagging indicators that in the past have already been lagging, but they are not compensating for all the supply chain lags. And so what they thought was lagging by 5 months is actually lagging 10 months. So they're still making corrections on this bad data. And you can tell you can tell by all these charts you're seeing, like the credit, you know, like the hockey stick graph you saw of the credit, right? Because of the FDIC bailout and what have you. So there's like, they're driving, the Fed has always been driving by looking in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And now they're making corrections by like yanking the steering wheel back and forth.
I would say it's even worse now. So yeah, they drive by looking in the rearview mirror. Oh, we're hitting mailboxes, you know, then they kind of do some nudges. To Nick's point, now they're kind of like swerving it like a maniac. Not only that, as Balaji brought this point up, we moved from an analog world to a digital world. So before the 1920s stock crash, it is moving at the speed of human beings and running to the telegraph machine and, you know, typing out something in Morse code, and then you're running and going to the, you know, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and you're running down to the train station and you're beep, 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 then it goes to the guy at the New York Stock. Now we're in a digital world and things are moving at the speed of light. And so these, you know, the old data, it's almost even worse because now we're going faster. Before, we're looking in the rearview mirror, we're driving 10 miles per hour. Dun, dun, oh, that was a little tricycle I see. Oh, what's that smear? Now we're going a lot faster. It's a lot more dangerous. And now you're not like bump, hitting some mailboxes like, and by the time you correct it, it's, you know, 6 months of data, you know, gone out the window. You're screwed. All right. Going after airdrops makes you a degen. Yes, it does. All right. Bard is, I mean, what's their base?
I don't know.
AI.
Oh, Bard.
LLM.
That's the Google one, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. But they changed the name. I thought it was Bard, then they changed. I don't know. But yeah, Google's probably going to be pretty crazy. All right. Eric, who calls Hex a Ponzi, don't know nothing about crypto. Don't know nothing.
Do not make me bring out this Hex ban
Well, they said
hammer.
they don't know nothing. All right.
Don't make me do it. Bard is not a coin. If you keep on shilling Bard, you're gone.
Yeah, Bard would have zero to do with the real Bard. Like any Bard token is zero. They might lie and say, oh, we're trying to use it. But I mean, there's a million things that use Mid-Journey. It has
actually
nothing to do with Mid-Journey.
It's actually a scam coin on BNB. I just looked it up.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, if you want an AI play, there's we've talked about it on the channel before. Is it Pixia? And they use Mid-Journey, but they're open about it. They're not like it's our AI. No, it's Mid-Journeys. You know, and they're like, yeah, this is what we do. All right, let's talk about Yellen here. Enough yelling about AI. Let's yell about Yellen here. It says committed to protecting bank deposits. More actions may be warranted. And experts have prepared remarks to American Bankers Association. Yellen said government steps taken in recent days to protect uninsured deposits in 2 failed banks and create new Federal Reserve liquidity facilities have shown a resolute commitment to take the necessary steps to ensure the depositor savings and the banking system remain safe. She was speaking more than a week after FDIC closed Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. Will say the decisive and forceful actions were strengthening public confidence in the U.S. banking system and protecting the American economy. Some banking groups have called for a temporary universal guarantee on all bank deposits, a step that required approval by Congress under expedited procedures. However, the conservative Republican House Freedom Caucus opposes expanding deposit guarantees beyond the $250,000 per depositor, a major roadblock to swift action aimed at stemming a deeper crisis. A move by large banks to deposit $30 billion into troubled First Republic Bank last week represents a vote of confidence in our banking system, Yellen added. I don't have a vote of confidence. I have a vote of no confidence. I know I just watch a lot of Star Wars, but yeah, I'm giving a vote of no confidence. That's my official vote. It's a vote of no confidence. It's not the vote of confidence. Oh, they know what they're doing. There's a reason I DCA into crypto pretty much every single week.
Is there any way that you think people can get like TradFi can get your confidence back? What could they do?
I'm sorry, someone roasted your facial hair. Say that again.
They did?
Yeah.
What? Let's go.
Hex greater than this guy's facial hair in the back. Anyways, what were you saying?
That doesn't even make any sense.
Stephen R.
This guy's facial hair hiding in the back?
Yeah, comma.
You talking about Frank?
Oh, they're talking about Frank. I didn't even see Frank.
No,
Frank is back there.
What are you talking about, dude?
Guys, Nick, you have a very strong goatee.
I don't care what they have to say.
You could pull an Airbus, with your chin hairs. Is that what you want?
No, it's just like if you're gonna make a dig, have it make sense. Like I appreciate a well thought out dig, but like that makes no sense.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
Nick attacked me yesterday, guy. He's on one this week. All right, Nick, what do we got again?
What can they do to gain public trust? And they already have. When I say public, TradFi. Janet Yellen. What can they say? Will they say, hey, look, it's scorched earth. People got to fail. People are going to lose their money. We're not going to do anything.
So you have to dumb it down. And the best way to dumb it down, if I'm just going to look at it from a branding perspective, the best way is to go in front of the American people and say, the rich people got burned so we could protect the little people. And they just press that narrative and just keep pushing it and like point at like one rich guy who had a lot of the stock who you know, he bought in at $1 billion, went up to 3 billion, then like it fell, and now he only walked away with 1.1 billion, and just say, yeah, you know, these stockholders, they're walking away, and you know what? That's the risk that they take, and just kind of push that the rich people took the brunt of the pain, not, you know, individuals like, you know, those watching at home that are hitting that like button, or those like myself or Nick. I did like one comment. It said top double D, DZ Demandi. I like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know what we're at with likes?
1,800?
1350.
1350. All right, guys, 450. We need to get there. I'll do a custom change while Frank's up. All right. First Republic shares steady after a brutal sell-off. We have another bank, you know, the shares, it wasn't halted, and they went up 25% in pre-market trading after fears of its health pushed its stock to an all-time low in the previous session. They lost over 90% of its value just in the month of March after the implosion of 2 other banks and spillover fears. U.S. lenders infused $30 billion in an unprecedented show of support aimed at allaying fears over the San Francisco-based bank's funding. So we got them coming in, saving the day. Hey, oh, wait, no, you're the one who created this problem, but I saved it. Yeah, you spilt the toxic waste on the highway, but I'm the one cleaning it. Yeah, but you just drove into oncoming traffic. I know, but do you see my mop? That's
if
kind of
only
what they're
we
saying.
had more regulation to save us from this crisis.
Yeah, these mop handles. We need to get more people involved. We need committees. All right, let's talk a little Celsius here. I seen email this morning. I'm still waiting. I've shared this. They have 2 of my ETH. Yes, it was in the earn program or whatever. It's stuck for a long time, probably. Some people just can't grow a beard. It's okay. All right, Celsius lawyers and advisors.
Still going on about that? Oh my god. Yeah, that's low effort. That is low effort trolling. I've been on the internet for a long, long time. You got to do way better than that.
Okay.
I was on somethingawful.com, so don't even.
Rotten. Remember rotten.com?
Yeah.
Good old
Oh,
rotten.com.
Yeah. Yes, I frequent 4chan, so like if
dog
you're gonna,
shovel gif, you know.
Yeah. Look, if you're
glass
gonna
jar
troll,
gif.
yeah, bring the heat.
Shout out to the glass jar gif. All right. What the heck was that guy thinking? Like what? Anyways,
I think
we're
it's
getting
just- I think
sidetracked
that's
here. Some
PCP.
people, we have like a percentage of people have no idea what we're talking about. The
No.
other percentage, I just memory unlock, and I'm sorry for that. All right. Celsius lawyers.
I'm
Don't Google
sorry.
it. Don't Google it. Do not Google it.
Risky Google.
Risky Google of the day. Celsius lawyers and advisors on track to gain over $140 million in fees. That is less money for me. That is less money for you. According to newly available information, the fees earned by the lawyers and advisors now on track for $140 million. They posted a link to a Google Doc with detailed lawyer fees showing that they're expected to earn $48 million in fees, which is 31 billed through December of 22. Meanwhile, White & Case is projected to earn $28 million.
Oh, is that all?
With $20 million billed through January. The third-ranked law firm in earnings is Alvarez and Marshall, with projected fees of $15 million, showing $11 million billed through January. Beyond this case, such high numbers highlight the substantial amount of money involved in legal proceedings related to fraud cases. While it's essential for legal professionals to be compensated for their services, the high fees can create additional hardship for the victims of fraud who may already be struggling with financial losses. In the case of FTX, SBF has recently petitioned the court to allow insurance fees to cover what is estimated to be a 9-figure territory legal bill, all while the victims of these frauds often must wait, I'll just say, years to see resolution. I don't think we often see months.
That is the scam.
All right, let's talk a little Coinbase here. Coinbase submits petition to SEC explaining that staking is not securities. The petition for rulemaking was published by Coinbase on the 20th in an 18-page document. They focus on how securities laws treats services related to validating proof-of-stake protocols. It was written in response to the SEC's February crackdown on Kraken's staking program. In the petition, they argue that staking isn't a monolithic operation concept. While some of the existing models may fall under the definition of investment contract offerings, others clearly can't. Particularly, it is the core staking services that don't meet the criteria of the Howey test. Also, we're getting paid in a native currency. I mean, so then there's that argument.
Easy. Nathan at Dividad. Ogrish.
Okay.
Do you remember Ogrish?
Or Orgrish?
Yeah. You remember that website, Ogrish?
No, I don't think I went to that one.
That was harder than something awful.
Okay. Yeah. I remember there's some bad ones, but I remember back in the day, they all started like real innocently.
Yeah.
You know, it's like lion versus alligator, who wins? And you're like, whoa, they actually have footage of that, and you're like kind of watching it. And then next thing you know, you're like, whoa,
my God.
I don't need to know what they were doing with that cup. Why? Why? All right. Indian crypto users represent 53% of global total in 23, 5x more than the US. What is their population? Their population is about 3x. Okay. So they're trending higher than America per capita here. Over the past 6 years, they have experienced a significant rise in crypto investors despite their historically negative attitude toward the sector. One of the primary reasons for the growth of crypto in India is the rise of fintech. They increasingly use blockchain technology to create innovative financial products and services. They leverage crypto to enable peer-to-peer payments, cross-border transactions, and micropayments. Another reason is the adoption of mobile technology. The world's second largest smartphone market with over 1 billion, second only to China. And they are the world's #1 English-speaking economy with, I think, definitely more than America. I think it's about 500 million English speakers over there.
Oh, yeah.
I would say there is a third reason, and you're going to hear this from DZ. Historically, India loves gold.
Yep.
But gold has been flat and not really doing much. I mean, we've all seen the meme of the guy that had the gold chest chainmail shirt.
Yes.
I think that did get stolen. I don't know if that's real or not.
Oh,
They
really?
say he got robbed of that thing. You see it, it's flat. It hasn't moved. It hasn't done anything. You're like, why was the price higher in the 80s? You know, it's 2023. Why was the price literally higher way back 40 years ago, 50 years ago almost? And so I think, you know, you're looking for an alternative. And as this mobile phone segment starts to explode and as more and more people are technically literate, of course, they're going to start moving over to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So huge bullish narrative coming for India. In fact, many people are saying if China doesn't curtail their surveillance and some of their more omnipresent activities, maybe India will surpass China. All right, Super Trucker Ryan, mind the gap. I guess he's talking about the CME. We got one.
Frank will tell
There's
us.
one all the way down to 20. Ooh,
Yeah.
that would hurt. You
I'm
imagine
sure
how
Frank
bearish
has a
all
lot
the
to say
moon boys.
about. Yeah.
All right.
Do you?
Where are we at?
Yeah.
We're almost at Frank. Don't worry. He's coming up. Crypto. Yeah, this is the last story. Then we're bringing up Frankie Cavs coming up imminently. Frankie, are you around? Where's that non-bearded fellow at? Frankie, are we talking XRP? Are you going to talk XRP price action? You have to. It's all they want. It's all the people need. I heard a rumor. Bitcoin $1 million. XRP 589. I don't know if it's true. All right. That's the only way it'll happen, by the way. That's the only
Cowabunga
way.
Joe, the only guy here that got the flare airdrop. Shout out Cowabunga Joe.
Cowabunga, bro. All right. Crypto users bridge millions to ZK Sync blockchain in hopes of a token airdrop. Over $8 million has been bridged to the network in the past week alone in the anticipation of free money, even though it hasn't been confirmed.
Is that like free real estate?
Say what?
Is that like free real estate?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, you talk about where they like put sand into a body of water, like Dubai.
Yeah.
Something like that. You know, it's free real estate. Didn't exist before. Now it does. Strategies from crypto Twitter participants for a chance to claim the tokens if and when they are issued included bridging to ZK Sync, providing liquidity on DEXs, and conducting a few trades every week. I'm sorry, I saw a zigzag, and I was thinking of the 0.5 rolling papers. Data from Nansen shows that nearly $8 million worth of tokens have flowed to the network in the past week. Shout out, let me know, what was your zigzag size? I like the 1.5s. Elsewhere, DeFi Llama data shows TVL metric on ZK Sync base decentralized exchange Zigzag has ballooned to over 13 million on Tuesday from last week's 1.5 million. So we're seeing a nice little pump there, about an 8x in total value locked. All of these flows are zigzagging to Zigzag. We're in Tether USDT stablecoins. Nansen analyst Martin Lee explained in a note to CoinDesk, the confirmation of the Arbitrum airdrop also means that farming activity will shift away from Arbitrum and toward other chains. Yeah, I think we're going to see that. You're going to have people, all right, I did the ARB stuff. What's the next hot thing? What's the next hot L1, L2? Give me something here. And so people are going to jump over and they're going to try to essentially get that free money. Did Frankie run away? Oh, no, there he goes. You're right behind the camera. They do call him Frankie the shooter. Frankie, I'm gonna leave it to you, man. I know people, they're fiending for the XRP content.
Do we throw an
XRP to 589?
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go look for nickels in the parking lot.
Must be looking to buy some Chainlink. But what is going on, guys? We got some good stuff to look at on the charts. Hopefully, our computer will not lag too much. But yeah, let's go ahead, and I'm going to run through Bitcoin real quick, guys, and then we will go ahead and take a look at XRP. I don't really have anything prepared for XRP, but we will just go with the flow. But here we go, right? Now, obviously, guys, we are hitting up against an important level of resistance. Now, not too much has changed. I see the candles in chat. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for the support. All the pasta, all the penny vac, all the plates of penny vac. You know what I'm saying?
It's Paisan Takeover.
It's Paisan Takeover. Hey, it's only going to be like a 5-minute Paisan Takeover, but hey, we'll take what we can get.
Look, we're here working for the Metagons every day. Frank's bringing you the best alpha. Come on, go ahead and sub to Frank.
There we go. We got Nikki D and Frankie P. Let's go.
Hey.
But yeah, guys, taking a look here. Now, obviously, you know, in the longer term, I am definitely leaning bullish, guys. This is really not a surprise. I talk about this a lot. Let me go ahead and get rid of this volume real quick. You know, obviously, we are continuing to make higher highs on our price action. We are now sitting at that 28K level that we've been looking at forever, right? And it's like we've been calling for this forever, and finally we get to see it. But we are hitting extremely important resistance here, guys. Now, I am still remaining bullish. I do think that we can continue up a little higher, some targets as high as potentially, if we are going to see a monster run here, like we saw similar to 2019, like we saw that little fake out bull run we had in 2019. If we see something like that, guys, hitting 48 to 50K would not be out of the question. Now, obviously, we are very, very, very far away from that right now. But just understand this, if we come up to 48 to 50K, that would not even be hitting the percentage rally that we got on this 2019 bull run. I think we came within like 50% of the all-time high here. So, you know, if we ran up to 48 to 50K, that would not even give us the same percentage run, which would make sense, right? Because as the market matures, you're going to get less explosive moves percentage-wise to the upside and the downside. But, you know, we are still far away from there, and we are hitting up against extremely, extremely important resistance. Now, not only, let me come down to a lower time frame here, pull up some of these levels. Now, not only, guys, are we hitting up against our previous value area low of a previous range, that this might be a little bit hard with this computer right now, but you guys will know I've shown it a whole bunch on the stream before. Go ahead and hide that TA, make it a little smoother. So we are hitting up against the value area low, or getting very close to the value area low of this previous range that we were trading in. Now, this not only is a strong level of resistance to reject for more reasons than one, but if we get above that level, guys, that is where that door to about 30 to 31K opens up. But this is really strong because not only is this the value area low of this range we traded in over here, but if you guys remember back to when the bear market was kind of just starting, there were a lot of people thinking that we were never going to lose, and the actual price line basically lines up. I don't even have to draw the line here. A lot of people were saying, we're never going to lose 30K. This is the super cycle, 30K.
I definitely thought we'll never go below 20K. It never has done that before. It'll never do it. It'll just never happen.
Right.
Am I just frozen? What is going on?
Yeah,
there?
something froze.
But yeah, you know, this was kind of the level.
Ventriloquist.
This is the level where people were saying, hey, we're never going to break this level. This is the new floor. And I was kind of sitting there like, I don't know about that. You know, obviously you have to be open-minded to, you know, just because history has repeated itself in the past does not mean it's 100% going to repeat itself going forward. But this was a very, point being that a lot of people did not think we would break this level of support because it was so strong, right? Obviously we held this level back here in 2021 as we came down in our first little crash here in that bull market after the actual top, which is obviously, if you guys watch my channel, you will know that I do consider this the actual top of the market. And then this was kind of just some kind of inflated dead cat bounce. But when we came topped out here, came down, we found some nice support at this level before coming up and making the new all-time high. And then we held it for just a little bit here before we finally broke down. So we are testing that level, guys. This is an extremely, extremely strong level of resistance. So I do think that, you know, there is a good chance. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to reject this level and come down to zero, but I do think there's a good chance we will get some kind of a reaction off at this level, being the fact that it is that macro level of support and the fact that it is that value area low of the previous range that we were trading in. We've been looking at this level for quite some time. But again, longer term, I am still leaning bullish because, guys, if we could get above this level, it really is huge. Again, because I'm talking about the fact that it's the value area low of this previous range. Not only opens up the room to come up to 30 to 31K. But if we flip this to support, this would be an extremely important support and resistance flip, and would open up, that doorway to get up to that 48 to 50K level, which is our macro golden pocket. When you pull it from the all-time high right here all the way to the bottom, that macro golden pocket does come in between about 48 and 50K. So if we could flip this level to support, whether we reject this level and then come up and flip it, either way, if we flip this level and start coming up, that could open the door to much, much higher prices. And more specifically, I would like to get above that 31 to 32K level to get above these highs right here. So very, very strong resistance, guys. And on top of that, we are starting to get some bearish signals. You can see here, we are starting to get somewhat of a bearish divergence, not printing yet. So that's really important to kind of notice there. But we are starting to get some bear divs on these higher time frames, which would likely cool us off, especially at a level of resistance like this. But then again, not calling for zero, just expecting some kind of a small pullback before we continue back up. So that is essentially what I am looking at on Bitcoin, guys. Not too much has changed since yesterday, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at XRP. Throw the X up in the chat if you guys are in the XRP army. And here we go. There she goes. Let's go ahead. And I actually do just want to start off on the weekly real quick here, guys, because I do just want to point out, right? We talk about, we look at a lot of things on the charts, right? Whether it's an indicator giving you signals, you see that weekly blood diamond gave you an absolute move to the downside. But we did just recently print a blood diamond on the weekly for XRP recently. But the thing to notice here is as our blood diamond here was crossing below, as this was printing, you have money flow coming out, right? So not only were you getting the blood diamond, but you also had money, you were getting signaled on your indicators that money was actually leaving the asset, making that a much, much stronger signal. But down here, you can see, I was talking about this on my live stream when we check out the altcoins for about an hour. But you can see when this was printing here, money flow was not about to cross over the zero line, right? We were kind of just hovering here, kind of coming up, to be honest. So wasn't really, obviously aware that that could play out brutally, but taking into account that the money flow was not in confluence with that blood diamond, making it a little bit weaker of a signal. And there you go. Now we are getting a pop to the upside. Taking a look at the daily, VWAP on the daily did get a nice bounce there. Money flow, actually, not that pretty on the daily. It is kind of flat right here. It could be coming out, so I guess that is a better sign than it coming out. But nice little bounce here as we are getting that push up for XRP. Checking out some of these higher hourly time frames. Green dot printing on your 10-hour. Green dot confirmed on your 8-hour. Let's check out the 4-hour. 4 hours starting to roll back over. So maybe ready for a little bit of a short-term pullback here for just just the short term. Might put in what I would be watching here on the XRP 4-hour. I will drop this little freebie right here. Not that it's a trade, not a trade signal at all. But guys, when you have your price, actually, I don't know, you might keep coming up here. But if you wind up printing this red dot on the 4-hour, which will take, you still have, almost, 3 hours and 40 minutes for this to change. But if you can maintain a lower high on your momentum wave right here and get that red dot to print, that is likely where you'll get a pullback, because you will get that bearish divergence on your 4-hour. Let's see. I don't know what chart I'm looking at exactly. Yeah, we don't have any levels up there. But yeah, this is not looking too bad. Again, short-term pullback may not be unlikely. Your 1 hour is likely printing a red dot, getting very, very close there. So a small pullback may be in store for XRP here in the short term. But again, those higher daily time frames are not looking too bad. And then when you zoom out, you guys can see here, we are kind of just been going sideways. Every time something pumps, everybody's like, oh my God, this coin is ripping. And then you look at it and you zoom out a little bit and you're like, we're just kind of just still ranging around. But it could be the start of a breakout out of this range. I'm actually going to go ahead and remove all of our TA here. I'm going to pull some fresh volume on this. Let's see. Some fresh volume. I'm just going to pull it on, let's pull it from here. Just on this little range here. Yeah, actually, I'm going to pull it back to this wick right here. See if it gives us a little bit of a bigger range. Yeah, so we are approaching the top of that value area high. So we could potentially, if you could get on top of that value area high, which is coming in at about 40.4022 cents, flip that to support. You may be able to get a break a little bit higher up. And then you obviously have some strong resistance up here at about 50 cents. Could we be on our way? The higher time frames would actually suggest that, guys. Green dot printing on your 5 on your 5-day, your 4 days printing that green dot, your 3-day has a green dot confirmed, and then your 6-day is also printing that green dot along with the weekly. So this actually does not look too bad. I've been looking at a lot of altcoins recently, and a lot of them actually don't look as good. So XRP is looking at a lot different than a lot of other altcoins. I am actually looking at a lot of some shorts on a decent bit of altcoins, setting up for some bearish patterns, especially with Bitcoin hitting such a strong level of resistance right now. Again, if Bitcoin winds up getting that small move down, the altcoins will likely follow in a much more dramatic manner. So yeah, it does look like the higher time frames could be calling for more upside for XRP, but that is not the same thing as all the other altcoins. So be careful out there. Just because XRP is ripping, it is not alt season. So just be careful out there. But now you guys got the key levels. Hopefully that helps you guys out. I think that's all I got. Top G back on his way to the microphone. Let's go. That's all I got. Hasta pasta. Bing bong.
Frankie's out to go peel a couple M's for the Candle Mafia. Where are we at on likes?
Let's see. Some 1774.
Not enough. Not enough.
Not enough.
I said 18. You didn't get there.
18.
You didn't get there. You could have had something cool. We could have had something special, and you ruined it by your
DZ.
greed.
You know what I'm excited for in the next bull run?
What are you excited for?
XRP not making another all-time high.
Oh, it will.
No, it won't.
It will.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Jed's done. Jed's done, right? Isn't McCaleb done selling? So I don't know. I think now we won't have that insane sell pressure.
What a
But
piece of garbage.
all right, you know, we
The
just
worst
got done.
project in crypto.
So confirmed, he likes it less than Hex. Wait, what? So Hex? Okay.
No, actually,
All right, so he
I
likes
actually
Hex.
like
All right.
Hex better than XRP.
Oh, see, now things are changing. All right, Ripple bolsters.
Why
its
do you
case.
fear them so much, DZ?
Look, I've hung out with Richard. All right, he's a nice guy.
I would totally
I
hang out
respect
with
anybody
Richard.
who installs a bidet on their mother's toilet.
Look, Richard Hart, I would totally hang out with Richard Hart. He seems like a cool dude, super fun to party in Vegas with. His project, you know.
I'll say this: I would never lock up any coin for 5 years.
No,
never. Like maybe, like if I'm trying to plan, like you know, some sort of cycle top or something, maybe. But all right.
I love it. You know, all these XRP people who are mad now. Yeah, all you got to do is say one bad thing, and they're so butthurt. They're so butthurt.
All right, you know what? You guys earned it. All right, Ripple bolsters its case versus SEC with new filing, a ruling by the end of April. Is this another Fool's Day on me? In its legal battle with the SEC, Ripple Labs yesterday filed a letter of supplemental authority to further bolster its fair notice defense. As legal experts had already suspected, the letter refers to the judge's ruling in the Voyager bankruptcy case. In it, the judge rejected the SEC's claim in surprisingly strong terms. That is one where saying sold secondary markets were not securities there, without specifying what the aspects were. SEC is objecting that Binance.us was an unregistered securities exchange without explaining why the SEC took that view. They rejected their objections and approved the bankruptcy plan. His ruling rationale is consistent with many of Ripple's arguments, according to the letter of supplemental authority. Judge Wiles agrees with Ripple's arguments that cryptocurrency market participants operate in a regulatory environment that could be described as highly uncertain at best. To back this up, Ripple quotes a following passage from the ruling. Regulators themselves cannot seem to agree as to whether cryptocurrencies are commodities that may be subject to regulation by the CFTC or whether they are securities that are subject to security laws, or neither, or even on what criteria should be applied in making the decision, an uncertainty that has persisted despite the fact that cryptocurrencies exchanges have been around for a number of years. In a recent interview, John Deaton stated that he expects Judge Torres to issue a ruling no later than the end of April. As the attorney explained, his assumption is based on Torres's record. Guys, I do feel like we're getting closer to the finish line than we are at the beginning. That's for sure. I want to believe that it's going to happen by the end of April. The issue is, they always say that, and I've gone on here and I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to pretend to be one. Shout out to Haley. You know, she's really great when it comes to this lawyer, cryptocurrency, all these cases. Follow her content, but just when they're right at the finish line, a lawyer will come up and be like, oh, here's a declaration of yada, yada. And, there's always just another one. There's always another one. And now what are they calling it? This one? I don't even remember what it's called. The regulatory crypto. Yeah, there's always something. I already forgot what it's called. Where is it? Oh, yeah, there it goes. The letter of supplemental authority. Like, what
Yeah.
is that? I've never heard of that before. There's always going to be another letter of XYZ. But I am feeling slightly bullish by the summer. I know a lot of people are saying, you know, oh, it's going to kick off the next bull run.
What, XRP will?
Okay, so you don't share that view.
No, the case the case is probably going to get buried in a bunch of FUD at the end of this year. You know, completely taken down by all the recession that's happening. So it's going to go under the radar. But like, I love how all the XRP updates are them on this case and never about their ecosystem evolving or doing some incredible partnership, because the project's trash.
Because judges are a scam. Judicial system's a scam. It's all a scam.
I mean, depending
Wake
on
up,
who you
people.
ask.
All right,
Depending on who you
DZ
ask.
guys. Some said I like my accessories. I guess so. You should see my chain. Anyways, you know, it's connected to this and it's connected to my belly button. I have a whole like little chain thing going on underneath. It's kind of like the Indian guy, but it's you know, it's silver studs instead. The F is this kid with DZ. Okay. You got the glass. Gas station glasses. These are Maui gems. Okay. I can't stunt like Justin Williams or Ben Armstrong or TJ. But no, they're not crappy sunglasses, guys. They're Maui gems. They're pretty good. All right. What are roll-ups? No, we're not talking about the zigzag papers again. Get your head out of the gutter. What?
Are you rating the niche? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, yeah, we're rating the niche right now. The niche we're talking about are ZK rollups, zero knowledge rollups, zero knowledge rollups, and optimistic rollups explained. Let's see here. Rollups process transactions on another faster blockchain known as a layer 2, then port the transaction data to the parent blockchain at a fraction of the price. This means that users can benefit from the speed and cheapness of the rollup while also benefiting from the security of the bigger blockchain. Immutable X or Polygon doing this to Ethereum, or Lightning Network doing this to Bitcoin are similar examples, maybe not zero knowledge, but it is a rollup process there, or a batching process. Many scaling products relate specifically to Ethereum. The core Ethereum developers are trying to improve the blockchain speed and cost over the next few years through a series of updates. The first major one, the much talked about merge, expected, it went live September. This is an older article here. There are two main types of rollups: optimistic and zero knowledge. First, optimistic. This is because it optimistically assumes that all the transactions contained with a rollup are valid. These give everyone on the network a certain amount of time, usually a week, to contest fraudulent transactions.
I didn't know it was a week. That's a long time.
Yeah, that does seem like a long time.
Because like ACH transactions take 3 days.
Yeah.
TradFi.
Yeah. I feel like the nerds would see it before the week, though. But yeah, that is interesting. Maybe like week is the maximum. It's like where it's no longer can happen, but maybe it typically happens within 24 hours. There might be some sort of angle like that. All right. The second kind of rollup is blunt wrap. No, zero knowledge rollup, also known as a ZK rollup. These protocols use a complex piece of cryptography called zero knowledge proof to determine what a transaction is valid using only minimal information about that transaction. A lot of these use sharding technology. And, here's no shart joke. I can maybe kind of explain. Wait a minute. What was the super chat there? What we got?
I missed
We
it.
got $5 super chat. Since when did Andrew Tate host this channel? You know what? Yeah, we're coming live from a Romanian jail where I don't have a criminal charge. Sharding. Okay, this is, I'm not going to get it exactly right, but Mind Your Biz said this is a good enough explanation. So to me, I'm taking that to the bank. Shard. What do you have a shard of? You might have a shard of glass. Now, imagine a mirror. And this mirror, it is holding 1,000 transactions. Each shard might show 17 different transactions. Here's a shard, it shows 20. Here's a different shard. You line up all the shards and everything kind of looks like a mirror. And so if your shard is like a broken piece of the glass where it looks like a funhouse mirror, then they'll be able to see that even though your little unit, it doesn't fit with the jigsaw puzzle. And so that is kind of like the explain like on 5 sharding. You get like a little shard of the mirror. Everyone's doing this. And then it goes one mirror at a time, one mirror at a time. And so it's like we're all sharding and we're all like taking all these transactions. All right, what do we got? Any quick hits? Rate this niche. Oh, wait, we got a little bit more on ZK here. Top zero knowledge ZK coins by market cap. If you go to categories, you'll see zero knowledge ZK. So
Can you zoom in a little bit.
Polygon, Immutable X. Now, Immutable X just had a fantastic week. Look at that, 33%. Mina, or Mina.
Oh.
This is one that I have shared that, I was actually 2 weeks ago was saying, maybe check out Mina. We heard from a big Bitcoin whale that this is a favored coin of some of the big money. So this is one I've been looking at. We look at 180 days. So go to the max though. Yeah, starting to look like most of those other charts. I think I said jump in. I said 2 weeks ago. So hey, I did pretty good.
Called the
2 weeks
bottom,
ago.
DZ.
Yeah. I mean, that was more like just price action of the entire market. But hey, we got lucky with that one. Optimism here. All right. So CoinGecko looking at optimism.
So DZ, what would you rate this niche of ZK rollups just by the projects?
I rate it higher than normal. So it's above a 5. It's not a 10. It has a lot of the good branding, where it's like cheaper, faster, more secure. So that's going to get people excited.
Yeah.
But then it goes into, it's just kind of a complicated thing to say. It's a ZK rollup, and it sounds like, what are we talking about? Fruit rollups? I really don't know what you're talking about. Whereas like a mutable ledger kind of, maybe it's easier to picture that than it is a ZK rollup. Like picture a ZK rollup.
Yeah.
What do I got? Picture an immutable ledger. I kind of picture this thing that like goes into infinity, into the sky, and just going to keep having Bitcoin transactions. Like I can create a powerful image in my brain. It's going to be harder to create powerful images. And weirdly enough, I know it's a technology. People need the visualization here to kind of wrap their head around it. So I'm bullish. The nerds will like it. I'm bullish. I'm investing in it. So I'm in Mina. So I can't say no. We had another super chat. It's about halfway gone. And then we got a big one from Sugar Zeus. Byron, we respect your opinion, Nick, but check out Digital Asset Investor Channel to hear all of the XRP partnerships across the globe. Very strong ecosystem. It's great for intermittence payments. I think Nick doesn't like it because it's not a decentralized thing. What else do we got? We got here the $99 one. Just saying GM. Oh my God, it's a freaking.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh God.
Nice try, scammer.
All right. $20. Hi. Any thoughts on the OP token unlock? What normally would push the price down? Saw Ben's video and people in the comments were already crapping, or that he. No. OP is just a huge, gigantic undertaking in the crypto ecosystem. So yeah, it is going to push the price down, but this is a long-term hold. I think any OP purchases today, you're going to be pretty happy in 2025. At the next bull run top, I want to sell all. Should I convert all crypto to Bitcoin and then convert through off-ramp? Figure that's easier than each token off-ramp. What I do, I use a Coinbase, and then I sell on Coinbase, and then I move that into PayPal. I never go from Coinbase to my bank. I just never do it. I know people lost their bank accounts from doing that. So I go Coinbase to PayPal, which is free, and then PayPal to your bank account, which is free 1 to 3 business days. Or you could do it instantly, and it's a $25 maximum fee for PayPal. So that is what I do. But each their own. We all have different fiat on ramps, off ramps here. What did Ivan have to say, BitBoy, since he gets it? What does he get?
Nick is smart. That's why he doesn't like
Oh God, yeah. Okay, he's sitting here tooting his own horn. He's zigging his own zag, if you know what I'm saying. I think that's all we got. I'm about to go zigzag.
We gotta do the
crypto tool belt.
Yeah.
We do have the crypto tool belt.
Top D's busy, but let's give the people some alpha.
Yeah. This is going to be a section where we kind of say, hey, look, use these things, use these tools, and you're going to definitely level up your crypto knowledge. Right now, we're looking at DeFi Llama's total value locked. Total value locked won't show Cardano because it's custodial staking. They don't really count it total value locked because you can move around with it. But here is a good tool to use to see what things are on the come up, what things are, maybe declining. And I like this like 10 to 20 range, 10 to 30 range. You start going down here, it could be gamed a little bit pretty easily. You just have one whale, just make it look like it's really good. But you start going up here, you can see, you can track it and just know where is the money going, where's smart money going. So really good tool there. Also, we have Coin Perspective. This is for the moon math idiots. I'm kind of kidding, but when you want to lie to yourself and you want to say, what if my favorite coin had Bitcoin's market cap? Just what if? Just what if? And then you kind of do the moon math and you're like, oh my God, I have $27 million. That's weird. I only had $2,000 worth of crypto. You lie to yourself and you do some moon math. This is a great tool, but it doesn't just have to be Bitcoin. It can be, you could do more realistic targets. So I kind of joke when I say it's like the idiot's moon math. It is, though. It's like if you want to feel like a rich idiot, do please use it. But if you're more realistic, like, okay, I'm really into this L2, and I think it can hit Polygon's market cap today, maybe during the bull run. That would be a good tool. You could punch in the numbers and be like, oh, if Immutable X hits this level, this is what it's going to be per coin. So it's a really good tool.
But
if you have some exit targets, you can maybe use it. Any take on the fact that the U.S. is not maneuvering the crypto regulation carefully, that another country will then come in and, like the UK, and a lot of it is moving overseas, and then will the U.S. reverse its tone on it? We can still strong arm those other banks, and we can strong arm people. And so, yeah, it isn't great. I am worried about the low level workers, the people building, the developers. Yeah, Singapore, taking the lead, Abu Dhabi taking the lead, everyone in Dubai, just kind of moving over there. So yeah, it is bad on the bottom levels, but right now we haven't lost the big money investments. That's going to maybe, keep it alive. They'll be ultimately, more important short term, but long term, yeah, we got to get the developers. We have to have these upcoming, I don't want to say Bitcoins, but Ethereum's probably better. We need the upcoming Ethereums and Cardanos to be made in America. We need the upcoming Binances to be made in America. And all we're doing is pushing the builders overseas. So that won't happen. That we won't feel the pain of that, this cycle. We'll feel the pain of that the next cycle and the cycle after that. So it is a big issue. We're kicking the can down the road. So we're not going to feel the worst of it just yet. Do we have any other Q&A? I think we're Gucci here. Yeah, the last tab is VMix here.
Okay.
Crypto.
Yeah,
IOTX, better than XLM, better than XRP. Cody or ADA, I'm in both. My bag of ADA is much higher because it's so risky having it all in Cody. But I have a little Cody on Coinbase, and I stake a little Min/Zed trading pair on MinSwap, and I'm earning rewards in Cardano and MinSwap, which is the DeFi for Cardano. And it makes me money while I sleep. Now that crypto can go down and I wake up more poor, but it's, technically it's like it's earning me coins as I sleep. And, I zoom out and I think long-term it's going to go up. Do I have a convertible? No. Do I look like I have a convertible? No. A Sebring? Come on. A Mustang? No. Someone in the company does, though. Shout out to John. We love John almost as much as his Beagle. John's a great guy. John did the blockchain basement intro, which I still say maybe some of the best content we've ever made. And that reminds me, if you're not going to be there, you're going to be square. So go there, and we're going to drop alpha. That's always rare. And that's all we got. Go touch grass, breathe some air. Easy out.